again, appreciate the pats on the back, but now we're going to go to injuries, which is a little out of hand. It obviously opened the door for a stellar and really just a career night for Daniel Tice. And if you remember, before the season started, I picked him as sort of this, sort of underdog, not really comeback player on the Celtics, but the dark horse candidate to make a big impact for this team. I can't remember the term we gave it exactly, but he was the guy I thought would surprise this season. He certainly did surprise us against the Bulls. He had a fantastic performance. He's hitting threes. He got blocks. A lot of great things that were happening out there, but a lot of that was because of the injuries that have plagued this team. Baines obviously twisted his ankle pretty bad against, I believe it was the next game, or was it early in the Chicago game? It was the next game.
Knicks. Yeah, you're right.
So he twists his ankle really bad in the Knicks game, and then Yabu goes down, and Al Horford's kind of, we know that with Al, though. Al just needs a break here and there. He had a big game, and then he needs a night off. He's getting older. We somewhat come to expect that, but Yabu was having a pretty good night before he got hurt. And I know how much you love to see that.
I do. I know. Tice was amazing. I loved what Tice did. I mean, he's a guy I really appreciate, and I like what he does. And you said it yourself that there's going to be times when people are going to sit and there's going to be opportunities because situations will arise where they're just going to rest guys. And now that the team is kind of finding its balance here, I think you're going to see more of that. I think earlier on, perhaps, Horford wasn't getting those rest nights when he deserved them and needed them. And I think he got overexhausted from that. Now, so I was glad to see how Yabu played. Unfortunately, Time Lord was off. A new baby came into his life. So Time Lord Jr. maybe, or not? No, we'll find out.
Hold on, a new baby just came into his life. The way you characterize that, I can only imagine the stork dropping the baby off at some NBA player's doorstep.
He did the Time Lord thing. Like the things from Doctor Strange, and like opened up the eye, and then all of a sudden, the Time Lord, a stork came in, and here it was. Yeah. Anyway,
but he's got plenty of time to raise a kid right now. But I wish we would see him. I wish we'd see him time. That would have been the best game for him to go out there for sure.
Totally, and it'll be interesting because it sounds like he's going to be back for the Pelicans game tonight. Again, when we're recording this, we don't know. So that would be great because I think they really need him, obviously, because at this point it's Tice, and who knows what's going to happen with Horford. I am a little worried about Horford though. The knee, blew up on him. They weren't expecting that. That worries me. Until we hear a little bit more about that, there hasn't been really a lot of conversation about Horford and his knee, but, his sleeve showed up on his leg the other night. There was some talk earlier on. He had some issues with the knee. So that's not very comforting. What is comforting is to see how well the Celtics played in spite of his absence, but they're going to need Al Horford at 110%.